Hello and welcome to the CrypNews channel. Today we're going to take a little break from technical analysis and we will talk about risk management. Most often, newcomers do not know how or do not want to control their risk, which usually leads to a loss of a deposit. Give yourself time to gain experience and gain certain knowledge. So, why do 90% of traders lose their money? The formula is 90-90-90. According to statistics, 90% of new traders lose 90% of their deposit in the first 90 days or 3 months. And now we'll show you a table that will become your insurance when you start trading, and we advise you to remember it so you can save your money and thank us later. In the table, the percentage of drawdown is on the left and the percentage of the recovery is on the right. Everything actually is pretty simple here. Let's say we had a deposit of $1,000 and then we lost $200. Now, in order to return back to the original amount, we will need to make not 20% of the deposit, but 25%. Never allow the risk of more than 20 to 30%, otherwise it will be quite problematic to return your money to even the original amount. Just look at the numbers. Already with a loss of 60% of the deposit, you will need to somehow make 1.5 times of what you have left. Let's agree, not everyone can handle such a task. So money management will help you not to drain the deposit. So, money management implies the following. The first thing is the determination of the exact risk in each transaction. It is necessary for yourself to clearly indicate the percentage of the amount that you are ready to lose on the asset, like Bitcoin, Ether, etc. etc. For example, you decide that you can lose $300, and if you see the terminal that the amount of loss approaches this mark, you need to close the deal. Or you should have a stop loss, which will do it automatically. Secondly, you need to control the number of open transactions. It so happens that many traders open 10 or more transactions at the same time, and even if for each of them you will have a small risk, such as for example 2 to 3%, then in this case the entire portfolio will already have the risk amount of 20 to 30%, and this must be taken into account every time. And the third important thing is the duration of open transactions. Time itself is a very good filter. The older the time frame is, the more chances to stay in the market. Working on the lower time frames, such as 5 to 15 minutes, is much more risky and nervous. Given all the above, risk management is like your seat belt in a car. Well, there is also a cool thing that is called fixed percentage method that we're going to talk about. So this method is based on determining the position size for each transaction separately as percentage of the capital. For example, take a risk of 2% per position. We assume that on some impulse we can catch 10%, so the risk profit is 1 to 5. Most intraday and swing traders work in this format when the ratio is at least 1 to 3, which means for every dollar that you risk, a chance is to earn at least $3. At first, for beginners, the main task in trading is not to make money, although that would be a good bonus, but the main thing is to learn how not to lose and to learn how to make ideal transactions. For example, we can trade according to the following strategy. First, we open an order with a maximum of 5% of the deposit and set the stop loss at 1 to 2% of the deposit depending on the state of the market. So, let's now open an order on the platform for trading using this exact strategy, and we'll see how it works out. So now we have entered our CryptoRocket website, the trading platform, where using this risk management strategy that we have already talked about, we'll try to open an order and see how it goes. For the first thing that we need to do, we need to choose the volume of the order. And as we're using this strategy, we are going to open the order for roughly 5% of the deposit, which is half a Bitcoin. And now we have to calculate the proper stop loss and take profit values. And we are thinking that we are willing to risk roughly 2% of the deposit, which means that we are calculating stop loss at around $9,600. And as for take profit, in this strategy, we are going to go with 1-to-3 ratio, which means for each dollar that we risk, we are potentially trying to make $3. So that's why the take profit was set at $9,900. And now we have just successfully opened the order, and we'll just see what happens next. So as you can see, if you're using our strategy for risk management, it is very helpful in any case because you are minimizing the amount of money that you are actually risking, and it allows you to continue trading and not get your deposit drained in a very short time. This was the CrypNews channel, and we're hoping to see you soon in the next videos. Bye!